down to the last match of today's match day we go. We are still live here at the Alonte Gym sa Biñan, Laguna para masaksihan palalo ang pinakahuling laban para sa araw na ito ng inyong Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika, Pilipinas Volleyball Association Season 2. Ang liga para sa lahat, it's gonna be a moment of victory para sa Biñan kontra sa Negros, pero kanina lamang nakita na natin ang Quezon kontra sa San Juan where the Tangerines eventually won, and Marikina after 2 years getting a win over Caloocan, which seems to be a really momentous event para sa kanila. Pons, talk to me about that moment. Talk to me about the feeling, lalo na nung ini-interview na si Martinez kanina lamang.
So, kaya nung second game natin, you said it was history for the side of Marikina. And makikita mo, ang dami niyang pinapasalamatan because all of those factors and people and teams and team staff, coaches contributed to the historic win here in the MPVA.
That's Alfonso Galvez. My name is Hans Galeria. And of course, we are joined by Fiona Bacani later on at courtside. And as of this moment, ang maglalaban naman ay walang iba kundi ang Biñan going up against Negros. Let's talk about the latter. This matchup right here, Immaculada Mega Wide, ang kinakailangan nila is to be able to bring back their glory from 2 years ago kasi ngayon, they are off to quite a stumble starting 0-2 sa ating tournament.
Yes, Negros lost last time against Dasmariñas, who we know kahit na bagong team, a very dominant right away. So Negros, ang glaring statistic right there is they just scored 21 points as compared to 48 of Dasmariñas. It means that their defense did not work as much as they hoped. And but if we're gonna talk about their blocking, their aces, their errors, nakipagsabayan naman sila. So that's a good thing for the side of Negros.
So what's missing is the offensive firepower, and hopefully doon sa nakanilang nakalaban mula kahapon ay makuha nila in just a bit yung mga maliliit na adjustments na pwedeng maging malaking impact towards this game. One of the players na natutukan natin from beforehand was Caparal, serving at least a few points para sa kanyang koponan.
So we're gonna talk about Andrea Caparal, who scored 9 points their previous match against Dasmariñas, and we should also note that she scored 17 points in their first game. So we could consider her the most consistent and the top scorer for the team.
You can't really blame Dasmariñas for what happened doon sa 9 points kasi malamang sa malamang tututukan talaga itong si Andrea Caparal given that she scored 17 points in her very first game. Pero yan din siguro ang gagawin ng Biñan Tatak Gel heading into this matchup dahil ito ang kanilang magiging unang laban sa MPVA Season 2. There were a lot of possible losses na nakuha nitong silver medalist na ito. But headed by Coach Richard Estacio, I am sure that they're gonna bring the same intensity.
Yes, it may be a new core for Biñan. They lost Deloria, they lost Perolino, they lost Nike, but they have something to bounce off from. Yung confidence from being silver medalists rather last year and having an 11-5 record. But yes, the test is to see which girls are gonna step up. Sino ang magiging new main women for the team of Biñan.
One player to be expected na makapag-step up talaga ay walang iba kundi si Alona Kagikla, one of the liberos and the captain of this squad, showcasing what he can do in terms of pressure situations, lalo na't unang laban nila to, posible na siya pa ang mag-pace para sa kanila as of the moment.
Yes, Kagikla, she's a captain but she's also a libero. So she's 23 years old and from Arellano University. So as a captain, there's definitely a lot of pressure. Kasi you're coming as a new team under a respected name, but your goal is to defend or be better than your last finish, which was silver. So it's definitely a huge task given to her right away.
Ano pa nga ba ang mas mataas sa silver than probably the gold? So the championship is to be expected para sa Biñan. But at the same time, the idea is for the squad to showcase what they can do para mapanood ng kanilang mga taga-suporta. At para sa mga taga-suporta naman ng iba-iba pang mga kupunan, you can catch all the games live and free exclusively on pusop.com. Your game, your community. Join now. We are also powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. Maraming salamat din to our media partners, Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. This is a match that will dictate how Negros has already adjusted, given na in less than probably 24 hours, may laro na naman sila ngayong araw. Do you think fatigue would be a matter at hand dito, lalo na't fresh legs yung Biñan?
Yes, definitely. Kung naglaro ka kahapon and you lost, ang kailangan gawin is to snap out of it right away and bumawi. And as young players, that's the mindset na yung mga coaches ay tinatry i-build sa kanila.
You know, I'm wondering more about the mindset. Ano kayang nasa isip ng ating mga players that will be helpful to us courtesy of the report ni Fiona Bacani.
Hands and Pawn today marks a special milestone for this new Biñan squad as they make their MPVA debut on home soil, and emotions are running high. Now, this is the first time these girls from Arellano will be playing together in the MPVA in front of this home crowd, and the excitement is undeniable. Now, the team share their nerves in anticipation, admitting that there's pressure, but they're embracing this as a challenge. Now, going up against a mix of young talents and veterans from different colleges and pro leagues will not be an easy feat, but this squad believes that they've got the power and the energy to make an impact. They mentioned that this debut is a big opportunity to prove themselves and see how far they've come. Playing at home may still be nerve-wracking, but seeing the local support continues to boost their spirits. Now, with the Biñanenses rallying behind them, ang sabi nga nila, nakaka-excite ipakita kung ano ang kaya namin. At maya-maya makikita rin natin itong napaka-exciting na matchup for our last game of this Tuesday triple header. Now, don't forget to stay tuned only here at the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association.
Namin na makakalaro po kami ng MPVA. Tapos dala-dala pa namin yung Biñan, tapos yung Arellano po. Parang excited kami lumaro. Yung team na excited kami makalaban is yung Dasma. Kasi andun si Ate Ara, yung dati namin ka-team. Like seniors namin nung high school ako. Parang excited ulit ako na makalaban siya kasi dating teammates kami. Then kakaharap kami sa isang tournament ng MPVA. Nakahanda naman po kami. Kasi lagi po kami nagtitraining, like araw-araw po. Like, pine-prepare talaga po namin yung sarili namin. Yung chemistry po namin, ang laki ng tulong sa amin, lalo na po sa amin na mga bago. Kasi rookies pa lang po kami and parang kinikilala po talaga namin yung isa't isa. Hanggang mapunta man po sa court or sa labas, like dapat yung chemistry po talaga namin nandun talaga pag maglalaro lang. Di naman sa pressure, pero kung saan po talaga namin kayang ibigay yung laro namin or kung ano namin mapapakita sa kanila, kila coach, sa Biñan, government, and siguro doon na lang po talaga sa kung ano mapapakita namin, kung hanggat saan kaya.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. J. Deriquito. Second referee, Mr. Paul Framil. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this match in the second season of Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association, ang Liga para sa lahat. The match at hand is between Negros Immaculada Mega White Blue Hawks and Biñan Arellano University Volley Angels. It is now time to meet the starting lineup for both teams. Starting off with Negros Immaculada Mega White Blue Hawks. Starting off with their team captain, setter number 8, Ira Tutanes. Outside hitter number 2, Adi Cabral. Middle blocker number 3, Jill Muraga. Outside hitter number 4, Fifi Casera. Opposite hitter number 7, Jello Lowens. Middle blocker number 9, Sam Katamora. And their starting libero, number 5, Shekinah Barredo. With their head coach, Mr. Don Baroga. And now let us meet the starting lineup for Biñan Arellano University Volley Angels. Starting off with number 2 middle blocker, Sam Tira. Outside hitter number 7, Laika Tudlasan. Outside hitter number 10, Moming Padillon. Outside hitter number 14, Hart Villaflores. Setter number 15, Kath Dumasig. Middle blocker number 16, Casey Punzalan. And starting libero number 6, Alec Pablo. With their head coach, Mr. Obed Javier.
is gonna be the first game. Unang bugso ng laro para sa runner-ups of Season 1. Biñan, Tatak Gel, Arellano Chiefs are looking to make a statement dito mismo sa Alonte Gym right at their home turf. Going up against them are the Negros ICC Mega Wide Blue Hawks that has Tutanes, Moraga, Catamora, Casera, Caparal, Lopez, and Barredo. Biñan has Domasig, Tira-Tira, Punzalan, Tudlasan, Villa Flores, Padillon, at si Pablo. Again, two teams that are very much known for having cores na nasa kanilang college or in the collegiate ranks. But they are currently representing provinces, areas na talagang magpapakita ng suporta. Just like here at the Alonte Gym, as we will be kicking things off quickly para sa Biñan with Sam Tira-Tira getting his first shot.
Pambungad sa ating laro is a quick attack. Just shows how ready your team is. It's a statement first point.
Wala pang jitters so far. You can immediately feel the impact right away. But what an answer from ICC. Making it happen courtesy of Lopez.
Lopez, the left-handed opposite for the side of Negros, has been consistent since their first game.
There's a reception. They wanted to go to the middle again. Tira-Tira does it twice.
Smash for Tira-Tira. All the sets going to her right away. And she's contributing right away 100% attack efficiency for this lady.
Service is going to happen for Biñan. Wanted to go with a strong serve. Easily retrieved. Double combination. Reaches the back line. Courtesy of Caparal.
Caparal and the rest of the Negros team showing that they also came in prepared. That was a very difficult combination to play. For sure, it was confusing para sa side ng Biñan.
That was Andrea Caparal making something happen. A difficult movement. There's a bit of touch. Still Kadua gets it. Now there's a set on that left side. Courtesy of Villa Flores.
Villa Flores, first time na may na-activate na wing attacker. Si Kadua's replay.
That was hit by Smart. Power all 99. Load now. Villa Flores with a loaded spike to put them up. But a weird scenario. Tira-Tira, a middle blocker, gets an ace.
Tira-Tira says, and at the front line, I want to score more at the back. Ito yung ginawa niya.
She plans to do it again. Pero doon na matitigil as an error puts Negros trailing by just one. Jela Lopez, the lefty from Negros. It even went away from us. That's how strong the spike landed.
Villa Flores, the wind up, the approach, the way she swung her arms. It's beautiful to watch.
5-3, Biñan starting off strong. Negros not too far behind. Good reception from the back row. Villa Flores wants to do it again. Keeping it alive is Barredo, but that 1-2 play. Barredo still had a hand on it. Still safe. Take two. And that's an error from Negros as Biñan gets another point.
Bodies on the floor kanina for Negros. Trying to keep the ball alive, and it's good na nabubuhay nila yung bola despite the effort nung Biñan na mag 1-2 play.
6-3. Barredo again. Now they want to go settle in, and that's A-OK. Caparal doing it once more.
Caparal, as we mentioned in the pregame, has been consistent right from their game 1. The top scorer in their game 2. And now, 2 points agad.
Scoring 17. The first match, quite cold. In the next one, Villaflores goes wide.
Flores, too much of an angle. She tried using a cut shot. Kasi tama naman, walang tao dun sa zone na yun. On the cross court.
Play continues para sa Negros. A while ago was wide. Now the Blue Hawks go long. Error. Biñan takes the point.
So far we have seen like good exchanges, but it's also just the first set. So the coaches may still be lenient. Payag pa sila na commit some errors. It's just the start of the game.
Villaflores at the service line. Toss. Then it goes. A strong take. Buhay pa rin ang bola. They'll return it right back. Lopez had a hand on it. 1-2. Flores can't get it. More blocks. Bodies on the floor. Still diving for possession. 1-2. Lopez is going to set up her teammate. Slowing it down. Back line. Free ball. Now the attack from the left. Can't get it. Spike, long rally now for both teams. Back row attack. Villaflores had a hand on it. Slowing down the tempo. Ang parehas nating kupunan, but there's a quick. Finishing it off for the point.
That was number 9, Katamora. It was a very long rally. Ang ganda ng exchanges. Inactivate na yung back row. Tinatry na pumalo ng mga... tinatry na mag 1-2 plays ng setters. But it was Katamora who ended that rally.
Now Negros just down by 1. That's another quick to answer. Kung nambigla yung isa, mambibigla din kami.
Kunzalan replies with a quick attack of her own.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Catch all the games live and free exclusively on pusop.com. Your game, your community. Join now. Also powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. Special thanks to our media partners, Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. You are still here with us at the Alonte Gym at Biñan, Laguna. It's the home team leading by 2-8 to Negros coming up with some answers. Combination play's not gonna work. Tira-tira waiting for it. Instead, they go to the other side. A rejection from Mega Wide.
That was a strong attack from the number 7 of Biñan, Tudlasan. But let's see, I think the ball was already going out. But they still try to hold the ball.
Somebody else still had a hand on it. Pero si Tutanes, who is deemed to be the main setter of this squad, had the error. 9-7 is our score. The ladies in pink are leading by 2. Tutanes setting up for the high flyer Lopez.
Lopez has been successful with that combination play for the second time already. So far, Biñan has not found a solution para depensahan yung palo na yun ni Lopez because it was a confusing combination play.
Bit more combination at sila din naman ang babalikan. You love to see answers from both of these teams. If you can do it, I can do it too.
Yes, that has been the trend. Kanina, middle attack from one side. Bumawi yung kabila this time. combination play from Negros. Bumawi naman si Tudlasan.
Tudlasan with their first point of this match. They still lead by 2. 10-8 is our score. Good serve. Tutanes setting up Lopez. Rejected the first time. Caparal finding an opening.
What's good with the Negros side is they're ready. They know that they may be defended, pero nakakapag-reset sila. They're resetting the rally, finding ways to give the ball to the offensive weapons.
And they're gonna need another reset for that as well.
Twice already, they have scored great points, pero binabawi nila with service errors.
Biñan doing a really good job keeping Negros at bay. Here's Tiratira. Going at it for the set. Lopez again is denied. Ibabalik niya agad. From the right. There was a block, but he or she got over it.
It was Padillon was given the opposite set, just adjusted. It was not the perfect approach, but it was rightfully placed.
It's always about the finish. Now they have a 3-point advantage. Now an attack from Caparal. Slowing it down. Lipat na naman sa kabila. Now Negros has time to think of their offense. Combination again. Basa yan. Kabila ulit. Gonna set up Lopez, but that is not quite the best set either way. Lopez, nagawa ng paraan.
Third point for Lopez. Inutakan lang. Imbis na magbigay ng madaling free ball, place it in a position na mahihirapan yung kalaban. And luckily, they scored. Actually, it was not luck. It was smarts that got them the point.
Good serve. Quick again. Good reception. Back row attack. There was a dig. Nasa Arellano to bring it right back. Tutanes. Oh. Miscommunication.
Miscommunication. The coach is a little bit dismayed with what happened. But Tutanes, the leader that she is, apologizes right away. Sometimes miscommunications really happen. Ang importante, hindi na ulitin. And hopefully, hindi na maulit yung error na yun for the side of Negros.
Oh, definitely. Minimizing your errors has been the name of the game. Look at Caparal doing it again. Same result. Ngayon sila naman ang papalo or not. Barredo's gonna set it up. Caparal with the torch. And they get a point.
The patience of Negros paying off. Kasi ang daming palo ni Caparal na block ng kalaban. But importante is they do the block receptions. They keep the ball alive and reset for the next point.
Solid serve. 1-2 play is A-okay para kay Kat Dumasig.
Kat Domasig, the setter for Biñan. Kaya na pa natin siya nakita nagtatry ng 1-2 plays and finally she was successful. You could see right away that she's an offensive-minded setter.
It's about time she caught them off guard, Pons. Barredo with the receive. Approach. Still there. Espadillon sa kabila naman. Still a take. Buhay pa ba? That is no longer gonna be the question. As another shot was successful.
Great effort still for the side of Biñan. Most of us thought that that was already an impossible ball to save. Pero naitas pa nila.
Still 2 points separating Negros from Biñan. There's another quick. Basayan. Second try, a little slower. Tutanes was ready. Back row attack. Now they're gonna leave it to the left. Somebody else was there, but they cannot contain it. At yan, si Tudlasan getting a point.
Tudlasan with another point. It was too hot to handle for the side of Negros. But I think there was not enough blockers to defend.
Another opening. Oh, that's too difficult of a shot to take. Miscommunication, one after another para sa Negros as Biñan leads by 4.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Back into the action we go. But before that, we're looking at the team standings first. That's Mariñas still unscathed. Ito ang unang laro ng Biñan and Negros wants to make a comeback.
As we can see, the Mariñas definitely on top. Marikina earned their first win a while ago. It was a historic win for the franchise.
What an answer! That time, the play continues again. Moraga answering to the call of Coach Don Baroga.
So far today, the middle attackers have shown up early for both teams. It means that their connections with their setters ay maganda talaga, solid. Hindi na kailangan magkapaan.
Negros still has 3 points to chase here, but they're off to a good start after that timeout. Now they're going left. Nobody home. Touching the grass. It's Tudlasan once more.
Tudlasan, she was blocked in her first attempt. This time she angled towards the down the line area. Smart and quick decision making from this young lady.
17-13. Tutanes, there it goes right in the middle.
Moraga once again, a strong attack. Take a talk. Ang ganda nung hatid ni Tutanes kay Moraga. It's a perfect set.
An excellent set at that. The best reception. They're going to give a free ball. Biñan's going to focus on defense, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Tira-tira and the rest of the Biñan players, they already anticipated that because Moraga has been scoring the past couple of points. So it's just good that Biñan was able to read that and block that right away.
4 na puntos para kay Tira-tira in this first set. As Biñan looks to attack again. Barredo, good reception, leads to an attack.
Caparal, she might not be the tallest player, but she can definitely fly. And ang ganda ng contact niya sa bola. That ball was in, called by the referees.
She's a player with the highest hops. Look at Andy go, 18-15. Biñan still holds the lead. Set up sa likod, running attack. Tutanes had a hand on it. Free ball para sa Biñan. Setting up, kabila. Villa Flores scores it.
That was a great set by Dumasi. Look at that, binitin niya oh. She waited for the last second, the last moment before she set up that ball.
That takes skill. Doesn't happen ever so often.
Villa Flores not failing her setter.
19-15. Setup's possible. Barredo delivers. Lopez kind of ducks it down, parang sa basketball, but that's how much of a flyer she is.
I think Lopez, we mentioned Caparal's hops. Kaya sabi ni Lopez, mataas din akong tumalon. Look at that. Above the blockers, above her tall blockers.
19-16, Lopez unfortunately commits an error.
Yes, that was a good opportunity actually to rack up some points. Try to minimize the lead because we're approaching the end game of the first set.
Substitutions ang gagawin ni Coach Owen Javier. She's gonna put on Sheena Cafe. Looking to proceed with her attack. Strong serve. Quite
Failed.
unfortunate that she didn't get it.
Yes, she failed in her jump serve attempt. Jump serves are very technical to execute.
Rarely do we ever see it in this
Yes.
tournament. But either way, if you even attempted it, then that means you're very capable of doing it.
Yes.
Caparal with a serve. Combination. Puto agad. Now here's Andy. Overcooks that.
Caparal try to put her all in that attack. It was out. The lead has now ballooned to 4.
21-17. It's Villaflores at the service line, and that's an ace.
Another service ace for the side of Biñan.
Villaflores with a really good angle, just not the best for the others. And I think it's time that we listen to Negros as of this point.
Girls, last three. Last three, ha? Huwag nyo nabigay yan. Huwag nyo nabigay. Nagkakaroon tayo ng depression. Bakit tayo yung dumipensa? Go, 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 go! Shaira!
Just like what coach has mentioned, kailangan nating dumipensa. Bakit wala tayong depensa? It's 3 points. And if there's anything na nakita natin ngayong araw, 3 points cannot assure you of a victory just yet.
It's been a day na bumabawi yung mga liamadong team at the end of the set. So if we're Biñan, we should not be complacent at all with this 5-point lead.
Angelis Cosme. I should probably call her Ange. Makes her appearance dito sa laban na ito, 22-17. Service now. On the other side, still able to find a way.
th point for Negros. They should rack up some points if they want to get back in this set.
That was Fifi Casera scoring a point para sa Negros. Much needed point for their squad. Oh, they're gonna go with another one, and that is wide open. Nobody home para kay Tudlasan.
That was a perfect reception for Biñan. Take a look at this. Di man lang gumalaw yung setter. That's why she was able to execute that amazing combination play ended by Tudlasan. That's the beauty of good reception, good floor defense. Yun yung ina-address ng yun yung tinatry address ng Negros.
Coach Owen Javier yet putting again another player into the service line. It's Abigail Eusebio. Now they want to go at it. Fighting through. Dun sa gitna. Still alive and kicking are the Immaculada Mega Wide. Yet again, providing some life but not enough to stop Tira-Tira from engaging.
Excellent effort from the side of Negros. Hitting our signages. But that was not enough to keep the ball alive. Biñan now at set point.
5 points para kay Sam Tira-Tira. There you go. Cosme up and long, but there's still a ball touch coming in from their team.
Cosme was all smiles even when she hit our signage a while ago. I remember she was smiling, just enjoying. But now she moves back to the bench as the starters return.
It's Lopez at itong si Totanes, 7 and 8 for 18 and 10.
5 points. It's a tough hill to climb.
Totanes has been really good in trying to find some sets, but not that time. As that is a finish that Biñan is gonna take. Domasig, the unlikely hero of that situation from setter. Serve, setter, score. First set goes to Biñan Tatakjel. We'll be right back for more MPVA action.
Only projects, plans, play, games! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, games! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app. Choose your number.
Looking at the Negros, Immaculada Mega Wide Blue Hawks, they trail by a set after losing that first one contra sa Biñan Tatakjel Arellano Chiefs. And as of that point, it was just a really solid effort coming in from the ladies in pink.
Yes, they're introducing themselves to the league as a solid team right away. Maybe their first game pero wala tayong masyadong na-feel na opening game jitters. Whereas on the side of Negros, we've seen a lot of positives as well. We will not discredit all the effort that they have made in the first set kasi naipakita nila na they could execute great offense. Maybe they were just having lapses when it comes to floor defense, something na medyo mas stable itong pink side ng Biñan. And
Yeah.
also, the woman we saw, Spike Tira, she has scored 5 points all in the first set. Her height is definitely an advantage, but also she's a skilled player.
I mean, looking at it, 25 to 19 in terms of the score, quite close pagdating sa attacks, sa blocks, sa errors, but the aces really, set the tone of this game. Kasi magaganda naman yung reception nila eh. Pero pag hindi nila nakukuha, that is where they kind of created some problems for themselves.
Yes, and the few times that Biñan has scored aces, it served as their momentum boost. Nakakabuo sila ng mga bigger leads because of those aces. Yung maliliit na differences sa game nila, yun yung nagpalamang sa kanila sa first set.
You're looking at Cosme and Totanes. Same could be said para kay Tudlasan, another major contributor para sa koponan ng Biñan. Again, we would like to thank our former Congresswoman Len Alonte Nagiat, Congressman Arman de Maguila Jr., Mayor Angelo Gelalonte, Vice Mayor Jonalina Dada Reyes, and the City Councilor of Biñan. Also like to thank our sponsors, Easygal Sportswear and Chocolate Republic Mini Mart. Setting off the second set of the last match of today. Cosme with a reception. Now they go with Lopez and nobody home. But it's nothing inside.
Lopez starting the set with an error. She has been one of the top scorers alongside Caparal in the first set for Negros.
Service from Biñan. Totanes leaves it for Cosme, who gets rejected. What a block coming in from the tall towers of Arellano.
That was a great read from Tira and the blockers of Arellano. Look at that. Cosme, that was a combination play. Cosme was coming from the right side. Pero the defenders inabangan si Cosme.
Already 6 points para kay Sam Tira. Now Negros can come up with their own offense as Sam is right over there. Wanted to go to Lopez. Ball is still in play. Padillon. Can't get it. Cosme's gonna try. There's a push. Goes back to the side of Negros. And then there it goes. Over. Says the bench. Cover.
Tudlasan, it was a long shot. It could have gone out. Take a look at that. There's still a chance that would go in, but it was a 50-50 ball, and the libero of Negros decided to get that still.
Again, another solid start para sa kanila. Another combination play. This time it works. Para kay Lopez.
Lopez successful this time. Yung combination play na yan, first set pa yan nagiging problema ng Biñan na depensahan yung combination plays na si Lopez ang pumapalo.
You know, Lopez wasn't even part of the top 2 scorers in their last game, and yet she's already leading everybody else sa kanila dito ngayon. Getting another one is Tudlasan.
Yes, creating a highlight reel of her own. As early as the second set, sobrang dami na niyang baon na palo na walang nakahawak. Clean hits for Tudlasan.
At wala rin kumita sa kanya sa ere, no? This was just Tudlasan all alone. She's gonna try. Jump serve. And that's the reason why you told me that it's very difficult to do.
Yes, it's a high risk, high reward type of serve. And only in the 3 games we have seen today, only Biñan has executed or tried to serve using that jump serve.
Moraga with the service. Domasig leaves it for Villaflores. Back row attack to Tudlasan. Cosme setting up Lopez. She's gonna throw it all the way to the back. Domasig wants to deliver, and that time, an error happens para sa Biñan.
Domasig. That was a difficult back set because she was coming from the middle of the court. So, mas mahirap tansyahin yung mga sets if ganun kalayo yung first ball.
4-3. Negros not falling behind. Back row. Cosme going with Lopez. Tomasi goes for Villaflores. They're still gonna play. And now Lopez gonna finish it off. Not yet. Cosme goes left. Still, Negros is fighting. Combination play.
That was a great rally. Padillon ending that with a combination play. Both teams really diving for the ball, running for the ball.
Padillon
Ang effort ng mga players natin today.
only scoring a single point in the first set. Now she has 2. Lopez, they've been trying to go for her ever since. Villaflores, soft touch. It's not enough. Meron palang kapit galing sa kabila kay Lopez.
Yeah, that becomes an immediate point for Biñan.
Hart Villaflores now with 5. Tutanes setting it up. This time, si Caparal naman. They're gonna go to the other side. Cosme was there. Kabilaan ulit. Setting up for the other team. Villaflores. Now they go back to Lopez. Both teams valiant on defense. Same could be said even when that low. Ball is still on. Over. Regalo para kay Catamora.
Catamora just ready for that. It was a long rally for that. It was an over reception. Did not even try to spike the ball. She just used 2 hands to safely put the ball in a place na walang defenders.
Positioning would still be the matter, and unfortunately para sa Negros, goes out of bounds. Point goes to Biñan. One more before the first time out. Cosme there. There's a spike from Caparal. Second try again, and that time that works.
Caparal scores her first point in the second set. Something I've noticed is that gumagana yung height itong Biñan. Despite the strong attacks of Negros, Biñan always finds a way to block the balls. Kaya nahihirapan pumalo itong Negros.
Good serve from Caparal. Villa Flores tossing it around. Soft touch, quick. Still active is the ball. Cosme's gonna toss it back. Now they have it again. And there it goes. Fight continues. That was this game's community cam powered by PusoP.com. Your game, your community. Join us now. It's Biñan getting a 3-point advantage contra sa Negros.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
You are still watching the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. Now, as one of the ates on the team, Adi Caparal knows that her time on the court won't be forever. But with one playing year left, her impact is far from over. After a tough game yesterday where the team struggled, Adi reminded herself and her teammates na bagong araw ngayon, bagong kalaban. Just shut out the pressure at ipakita lang natin ang laro natin. For Adi, volleyball isn't just a sport, it's her lifeline. Being recruited by ICC gave her the chance to go to college, and that's why she plays with a purpose. But beyond wins and losses, Adi wants to leave behind something bigger. It's the discipline, the respect, and the genuine connection on and off the court. Sabi nga niya, enjoy lang ang bawat laban, maglaro ng buong puso at alagaan ng isa't isa kasi yun naman ang importante, sabi nga niya. Balik sa inyo, Hans and Pons.
Making the most out of every opportunity, itong si Adi Caparal playing her final year while also studying for her final year as well. It's a moment for the player to showcase what she can do. Maraming salamat, Fiona Bacani, for that report. No wonder there's an extra stride to her step, an extra motivation with a purpose ang meron itong si Adi.
It's beautiful to hear these stories that they're definitely more than just athletes. We get a lot of inspiration from them, from their journeys.
And in case you missed it, there was a rotation fault. Galing sa Negros, Cosme, strong spike, denied. Everybody else was there. Tudlasan. Negros keeps it alive. Back row attack. Biñan manufacturing their offense. Kind of disrupted nung una. Now they go for Dumasig. A rare scenario there. Cosme, strong strike. Tudlasan again. Blocked. Sioson. Now it's Tutanes going back to Cosme. Ball is still alive, and that goes low.
Both teams have shown impeccable defense in that rally. In Cosme, a lot of great cross-court shots na didepensahan ng Biñan. But it doesn't erase the fact na ang ganda ng palo ng both teams. Ang ganda ng floor defense ng both teams. And it's actually hard to believe that we have a 4-point lead right now because sobrang ganda at high quality ng exchanges natin.
Still, the errors are a major factor. That was Sioson.
This time, balik middle. The past rally, puro wing ang pumapalo. But this time for Biñan, it was a quick attack for the quick finish to the point.
Good service, bringing it down. Combination again was met right away. by Tira and Dumasig.
There was a touch. They thought the ball was out, but there was a touch. And Cosme right now signaling to Tutanes. Taasan yung set. Pakitaasan pa yung set.
Difficult serve to get, and Cosme again is denied.
Yeah, that was actually a better set, a higher set for Cosme and a great contact for her. Pero the defense, the net defense of Biñan definitely strong today.
What a take from there. Dumasig! Was that the setter?
Yes, it was.
Oozing with confidence are the Biñan Tatak Shell Chiefs. Now we're gonna have to listen to Negros.
Before Dumasig scored that point, it was Tutanes, the setter of Negros. So let's listen in right now to the girls.
Si Sam na, pumupunta ron, ayaw mo namang ilaban mo na lang din. Kasi dito dalawang blockers eh. Isip na tayo.
Coach Don Baroga was talking about the patterns, no? Pag nakikita mo na halos dalawa na lagi yung kaharap mong blockers dyan, maybe it's time to give a bit more variety towards the plays that you want to execute.
Yes, and ang important factor dyan is yung reception eh. Kasi hindi mo ma-execute yung middle plays or yung ibang gusto nyong plays if hindi maganda yung pasa.
Punzalan right at the service. Villaflores keeps it alive. Another strike. Galing kay Tudlasan is gonna stop the action from happening.
Tudlasan, a couple of errors. A while ago, she was one of the most efficient spikers for Biñan. But she's human as well.
14-7 kalahati ang inahabol ng Negros as of this moment. This is Cara Tamon.
Change of setter for the side of Negros.
This gives them a bit more variety than what they expected in Tudlasan. Get it again. They want to do it one more time. Look at the reception. This time Villaflores sa likod. Still alive. Now they go with Tira. No time to recover, says Biñan.
Tira. Malapit na siya sa double-digit output. Ngayon pa lang. She's the tallest lady on the court. She has the most points as well.
Play action continues. Now they want to go to Lopez. Off speed. Sa likod naman. Padillon can't get it. Moraga. Padillon as well. There's a block touch. Let's say okay. Cosme. Somebody else was there. What a rally. And what a stop to it all. Courtesy of Padillon. 16-7. Biñan's on a hot streak.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
I have been looking at the matchup for quite some time, but you also have to give commendations to a lot of things because you can catch all the games live and free exclusively on pusop.com. Your game, your community. Join now. Also powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. And special thanks to our media partner Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. And in case you didn't see it, that's a service ace by Biñan.
Services working for the side of Biñan.
It's another opening once again, keeping things alive. Now Negros, it's their turn to shine as Caparal finally breaks the ice.
It has been a long time since we've heard her name because she has stayed at the back row during that run. But this time, ginamit pa rin siya kahit nasa back row siya. That's an option that they could use to vary their offense rather.
Cosme's service. Now there's going to be an attack. Going to the left, Caparal. Ooh, everybody raising it up, so it's alive. Tamon didn't hit it, but it was still there. Power play, changing midair. Padillon with the score.
Padillon just all smiles after that attack, but what we should commend for the Biñan side is their reflexes. A while ago, we already thought the point would end on the side of Negros, pero dalawa yung nag-angat nung bola with the fast reflex actions. It's something these young athletes are really training.
Already a 10-point advantage. Lopez, power shot won't work. Lean in by the libero, and that goes in, breaking through walls.
Padillon, mas naririnig natin ang pangalan niya ngayon. She has been contributing with high efficiency dito sa dulo ng set number 2. And it's also, we have to give kudos to Domasic for really spreading her offense.
Also to the liberos, whether it's Pique or Ceballos, right at the court, everything else is stable except for that service na nanggaling sa Biñan.
Unzalan, in my unofficial count, she has already scored 2 service errors and 2 attack errors in this set. So she has to make up for that soon.
There it goes. Fronting attack won't work. They're gonna set it twice. Padillon gets rejected. Lopez sa may padalikuran. And that would still be another error para sa Negros.
There was a net touch. Sayang, because that ball was still alive. That was also a good attack by Lopez. But these errors, these net touches, sometimes you just really have to control your momentum, the momentum of your body to avoid those errors.
El Capitana at the floor. Alona Kagikla. Now they want to go to Adi. Unfortunately for them, it's wide.
I think Negros really having a hard time scoring in this set.
Coach Don Baroga is going to have to talk to them. We're going to listen in.
Pinag-usapan naman natin kalakalahati yung drop ball, di ba? Di ba? Drop ball sa'yo na. Iaasa mo pa sa malayo. Eh, ikaw gaganyan ka lang, kuha mo na. First ball, iangat. Kaya pwede ibigay sa likod. Huwag naman ganun. Trabahuhin nyo. Kahit trabaho eh.
The offensive effort. Because Coach Don was pointing to Adi Caparal during that timeout. Kasi we know that she's very capable of putting in the offensive work, but on defense, there needs to be some extra effort.
Yes, that's correct.
Now Caparal is going to give a free ball. There it goes, right at the back. Ceballos was there. Villa Flores can get it. Round 2, make it a bit softer. Lopez gets it to the other side. Caparal was received. Villa Flores as well. Caparal once more. Not yet over. Still good. Play continues. Free ball para sa Negros. Lilipad na naman. What a reception from Ceballos. Soft touch. Rarely do you ever see it from Padillon.
You have to feel for these Negros ladies because that was an excellent rally. Their attacks were good, their floor defense was good, but it just couldn't find the point, the way to score the point, the final dagger in that rally.
Padillon already with 5 points in the second set. Soft touch from Lopez is finally gonna put a stop to their cold streak.
That's one thing they could consider. Power tips towards the blocker's hands. It's not been utilized much this game.
Serve by Lopez. Quick again. Didn't even reach the hands of the other side. An error from Biñan.
If you were Negros, you do not have to. You cannot give up in this set, even if this is a big deficit. And as a consolation, sometimes you could just have the mindset of building momentum for the next set.
Padillon goes part 2. Cosme was there. Back row attack. Finds the end, and that is A-okay.
Lopez, this time from the back row. So Caparal and Lopez showing in this set that they're also capable of scoring from the back row.
Still fighting are the Mega Wide Blue Hawks. Padillon off script, but then Katamora was caught touching the net.
Katamora admitting to that net touch.
So now more players are coming in for Coach Owen Javier. That's Sheena Cafe making her return, and Jasmine Gelaga for the first time in this game. Quite an overwhelming lead para sa kanilang koponan, and Cafe. Barredo has it. Quick on the way. Good dig. Soft-handed. Makes it work para kay Gelaga. Immediate impact.
Gelaga, that set was a little bit far from the net. Not the perfect set, but look at that, the angle. She really directed it in a place na walang defenders.
Set point para sa Biñan. Cafe.
Jump serves not working today so far for the side of Biñan. But they have the 11-point lead to experiment and risk a little.
They still have 11 points to work on. There it goes. Pique was there. Cosme. Biñan keeping things alive. There it goes. Villa Flores with the touch. The attack was there as well. Gelaga can't convert. Cosme making them work for it. Gelaga again. It's wide. And another point goes to Negros.
This time, nilakasan na ni Gelaga yung palo. Unfortunately, it was out.
Now there's gonna be a timeout. At ito namang Biñan ang tatawag niyan. We're gonna try to listen in on possibly what they're gonna figure. Pero sa pwestong ito, parang ano na lang eh. Naninigurado na lang sila na itong puntos na to, hindi nalalayo ng sobra.
And maybe coach will be setting up a play para dun sa mga substitutes natin to give them the opportunity to end the set. Let's see. Just a guess. But yeah, they don't also want Negros to build momentum for the third set. That's also one of the possible factors bakit nagtawag ng timeout si coach.
It's gonna depend on the next reception nung serve if they will be able to execute that play. That's the story of the game. Caparal serving. Just like what I told you. That's the matter at hand as Caparal gets her 7th point.
Slowly but surely, for sure it's building the confidence for the side of Negros. So if you're Biñan, you want to end this right away.
Caparal with an ace. Pablo there to receive. Cafe finds Punzaran. And that is how we're going to be ending the second set of this third match. What a deliver from the middle blocker. With that being said, it's 2 straight sets para sa Biñan. Can Negros come back, or will this be the end in set 3? 25-19, 25-15. Negros was off to a hot start in the first set but was immediately neutralized nitong Biñan as they are one set away from taking their first win in their first game. Let's look at the stats for set number 2. There's been a huge discrepancy in a major factor.
Yes, the main thing we'll talk about is the discrepancy in the attacks, 15 as compared to 6. As we mentioned a while ago, maganda yung mga palo ng Biñan and maganda rin pala yung mga palo rather ng Negros. Pero nadidepensahan ng Biñan. On the other hand, Biñan mas nakakapatay. So, it's a challenge on the side of Negros na to be creative, to be more creative when it comes to scoring.
Alam mo, sabi mo nga kanina, mas baon yung kanila mga bitaw. Just like that, but it's still alive. Back row attack para masimulan. And off to a good start itong sa Caparal.
Caparal and her percentages from the back row are very high tonight. And if I were the setter, I'd try to give it more to the back row. And let's see, it's Casera starts again instead of Cosme.
Back row din ang gagawin ni Villaflores. Lopez was there. Tamon tries to set up his MB. Back row na naman. That time handa ang Biñan. Now they go to the left. Tamon chooses Lopez. Somebody else was there. Free ball para sa Negros. Biñan setting up their defense. Goes low.
So this is definitely going to be a test. Also, karamihan ng mga long rallies kanina, we have good exchanges. Pero ang nakakatapos ng rally ay nakakakuha ng puntos ay ang Biñan. So Negros has to be mindful of that.
Caparal, Tamos. And there's someone on the left. Good reception from Caparal. Lopez. Free ball para sa Biñan. Combination play is denied. Now they go to Tudlasan. Barredo was there. Lopez. Can't break the Biñan wall. There was an opening. Tudlasan with a smart play.
Tudlasan back in her scoring ways. She has been a major contributor of points both in the first set and second set.
Already 8 points para kay Laika Tudlasan. Now they're gonna want to continue. Casera blocked. Tamon, quick, making it happen. Moraga on the board once again.
That's a great connection between Tamon and Moraga. Tamon, the starting setter for the third set. That was not the perfect pass, perfect location for the second ball to contact it, but they still managed to score.
There was only Caparal and Lopez scoring in that second set, and if you're Coach Don Baroga, you would love to see more factors added to it, but Tudlasan, she has been stable. 8 points already for her.
Tudlasan. Let's see what she does with this jump serve.
Jump serve from Tudlasan. Katamora has it. They choose. Si Caparal. Take two. Still goes wide.
Caparal asking for that ball the second time. Good intention, but it's really risky to do down the line shots because kailangan perfect yung contact mo. Because an inch different, an inch na mali yung kabig mo, the ball's gonna go out.
4-2 Biñan. Still holding on to this. Casera. Now there's Lopez. And at that moment, another rejection occurs, which led to a net fault.
Coach talking to Tamon. Tamon has a lot of responsibility in her arms right now, in her hands, to set up the ball well. and decide kung kanino ibigay yung mga sets.
Tamon. This time, may adjustment. Get it across, but not for the kill. Lopez was there. Paredo leaves it for Caparal. Looking for the strike is Villaflores.
Villaflores. Sobrang daming pangalan sa Biñan na binabanggit natin because ang ganda ng execution nung game plan nila na ikalat yung opensa.
Gotta give props to Domasig.
Just making everyone a threat in this team.
Even she's a threat.
Yes.
Meanwhile, sa kabila, malaki talaga ang responsibilidad itong si Caparal.
This time Caparal successful dun sa kanyang down the line attempt. There was a defender on the Biñan side but it was too hot to handle, sabi nga nila.
Lead goes down to 3 para sa Biñan. Marias was there. Domasig quick to tira-tira. Tamon. Caparal again. Nobody home. Cross court is good.
That may have looked easy. That was a hard cut shot to execute. And, she also risked hitting the antenna with that attack.
First Negros player in double figures with 10 points. Now there's Tamon. Who else is gonna receive it? It's Lopez. We wanna go at it. Dives. Ball still in play. Tamon. Masyadong malapit yung set.
Bitin ang set. It was kind of impossible already for Caparal to do something good with that set.
Seven to 4. Still leading by 3 are Biñan. They choose Lopez. Biñan defending. Free ball. Bit of a miscommunication there. Lopez had to adjust and still found a way to score.
Lopez has not been so successful in this set because she's been a checked player. I think that's also something to commend sa side ng Biñan. They did their assignment. This may be their first game, but they did their assignment in marking the attackers of Negros.
I mean, that's the benefit of having first game. You have enough time. But again, for Biñan, they had another error. Also sidelining the fact that the men's basketball team of Arellano just won a while ago. So maybe that could potentially be another thing that could be a +1. But while I'm saying that, we're already tied up at 7 points.
Yes. Consecutive errors for the side of Biñan. And Negros should take this opportunity to try to snap the lead.
Play again. Villaflores sticks it into the defense. We're heading to the first technical timeout of this matchup. 7 for Villaflores and 8 para sa Biñan.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
You are still watching the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. Ang dating nakikipaglaro lang sa mga maliliit na court dito sa Biñan na ngayon na proud na suot-suot ang pangalan nito sa harap ng jersey niya, kwento sa akin ni Kat Domasig na full circle moment talaga itong volleyball journey niya. It all started back in high school when she represented Biñan at the regional level. That's where a coach from Arellano first saw her play and saw her potential. Kunento nga niya sa akin na ito raw ang favorite volleyball moment niya. It meant the world to her being discovered while playing for her hometown. Kat told me that this wasn't just about the game, but about the pride of carrying Biñan's name. Now, as she returns to represent Biñan in the semi-pros, Kat promises to give her all in every match. Not just to win, but to show the heart of her city. Because for Kat, this isn't just volleyball, it's home. Back to you, Hans and Pons.
And right on cue, Kat Tomasig was the one who actually scored and made it all happen from high school now to the higher ranks, showing what he can do and becoming a threat for every opponent. That's Fiona Bacani. Play in action, a little too difficult to handle. But for Caparal, this isn't over just yet.
Caparal, for now, single-handedly carrying the offense for the Negros side.
Still right over there. Attack is in. Nobody to meet Hart. Villaflores in the air.
Villaflores has been on fire in this set. A lot of attacks down the line, attack to the middle of the court. Pero baon yung mga palo. Walang nakakadepensa sa side ng Negro.
You know, this Biñan squad, halos ang tagal na nila magkakasama. Just really showing what they can do. Being part of that Arellano core. Back row attack. Solid outing from Caparal. They get it right back. Tudlasan with another point.
Whenever Tudlasan goes to the front row, she never goes unnoticed.
That was a power spike presented by Smart Power All 99. Load now. Bawi ni Caparal yun eh. Pero si Tudlasan yung nakapuntos.
Yes.
Villaflores serving. Caparal receiving. That was Fifi. Oh. Somebody from Arellano went down. Here's Fifi again. He's gonna try to go at it. Kabila naman. Tudlasan ulit. Wanted to go for the back row. Still A-okay. Ball is still in play until it wasn't.
For the side of Negros, nagkapatidan na sila. Domasig and Punzalana, nadapa na sila. They were just laughing it off. They still got the point, and that's what matters. You're enjoying the game.
Tudlasan already has 11. What a debut in the MPVA for the Biñan. The Takjel squad, and there it goes again. Punzalan. Regalo na naman.
Look at this replay. It's an over reception.
Wala eh, kung ganyan ang ganyan, ano? Kami ba maglalaro dito? Nasa inyo yan eh! Kailan pa kayo babawi? Tignan nyo, skuro! Tangina!
That was a frustrated conversation. You already hear the situation at hand. It's quite unfortunate that they're here. But there's a point to the question as well. Kailan makikita ang potensyal na pagbawi ng Negros kontra sa Biñan? I mean, they've been in this situation before, and that's how Caparal answers.
Caparal, coach asking for the team. Kasi I think the players are saying na bawi sila, but what coach wants is to see yung pagbawi mismo. But also it's hard given how in sync Biñan is today.
The mentality to be translated into the movement. Villaflores right there. Now there's a quick, stopped, popped, and rejected immediately.
That was a good pass from Caparal, but it was not the perfect connection between Tutanes and Moraga. Unfortunate because sometimes when you get free balls, you you go to the middle for immediate offense, but it did not work that time.
Fifi tries to go for it. Nobody was there. Now it's Cosme. Met in the air. Barredo gets it to the other side. Lipat na naman ng konti. That was another block from Tudlasan.
Tudlasan bravely going through the blockers of Negros. They just couldn't handle. They haven't found a cure to Tudlasan today.
12 points for Tudlasan in this game. And yet another free ball will be given away by Negros. Barredo right over there. Backline attack. Makes it work. Para kay Caparal, who's been the silver lining of Negros.
Caparal. The effort from this girl to really score the points, even from the back row. It's impeccable. As mentioned by Fiona, she has a deep backstory on why she's a collegiate athlete, student athlete. It's really amazing to see such players, you know, dominate in these leagues.
She hasn't given up then. She will not give up now. Tamon setting up. Ooh, that was catching them off guard. Fifi, though, made sure that the point will work in favor of Negros.
Casera has not found the groove so far in this game, but it's not too late. There's still a lot of time to, you know, rack up points for your team. Because this set's far from over. Just 4 points.
Tamon serving. Domasig delivers to the other side. Although Pique didn't have enough stride in her step, she immediately looks at the bench. 16-11. Still, Biñan's in the lead.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Catch all the games live and free exclusively on pusop.com. Your game, your community. Join now. Also powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. Special thanks to our media partners Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. We would also like to thank former Congressman Len Alonte Naguiat, Congressman Arman Di Maguila Jr., Mayor Angelo Gel Alonte, Vice Mayor Jonalina Dada Reyes, and the City Councilor of Biñan, together with our sponsors, Ezekiel Sportswear and Chocolate Republic Minimart, and all of the other prospects outside an MPVA that made it happen. And same could be said para sa bitaw nitong si Caparal dahil outside din ang nangyari. Attack once more. Lopez is back in action.
Lopez, the last points she have scored are coming from just smart plays. Usually mga malakas niyang palo na deflect ng net defenders nitong Biñan.
Overcooks. Another attempt galing dito kay Fifi Casera.
Casera. Coach not really happy with the situation right now. They're subbing in a new player.
Seems to be another adjustment. 18-12, 7 points away ang Biñan from getting a sweep done. Jumps. There's a reception now. Tamon gets it to Caparal. Biñan defends and attacks. Villa Flores.
Villa Flores, actually both of the outside hitters of Biñan have been spiking with very high attacking efficiency. So, sabihin man nating top scorer si Tudlasan, pero pag pinalitan siya ni Villa Flores sa harap.
Yung conversion, no?
Yes.
Still very efficient. Heavily para sa Biñan, but Lopez coming up with some answers. Jella Lopez is the second Negros player in double figures, as that was a power spike presented by Smart Power, all 99. Load now. Another loaded, powerful effect coming in from Jella Lopez, and that time tira-tira. She wanted to go. Wala nang set-set. Try to go for the double screen, but that will not work as Padillon breaks it up again.
Just simple volleyball on the side of Biñan. Their smooth transitions, I think we could credit that to the system that they have built as a team.
And I guess another timeout is gonna be called. I think from the looks of it, we're gonna have to find a way on how they're gonna talk this through.
Check. Ay, makinig. Paano tayo aabante niyan? Nagkakanya-kanya kayo eh. Gata. Kapitan niya.
Yung pagbawi, ando na yung spirit ng pag-execute ng kanilang mga laro. It's only a matter of bringing it all together.
Yes, at the end of the day, volleyball is a team sport. Sabi nga ni coach, nagkakanya-kanya kayo. So that's something they should work on.
Hopefully we can see it here in this next possession as Caparal with an answer again.
Caparal in my unofficial count has scored 7 points, all in the third set. And with the way things are going, it's possible that she reaches double digits all on the third set. So
play continues now. There is the back line. Tamon goes for it. Attack from on. Good save. Ball still in play. Sa kabila naman, Villa Flores. PK was ready. Next up, Caparal. That's her sweet spot, that back line.
great set by Tamon right there. Caparal just has scored a couple of times from that zone number 5.
Just gonna give her some more spirit and power. There it goes. Tamon. Backline, Lopez. Ball right in the air. Villa Flores swipes it. Everybody looking to make an effort to ditch it down. It's just that it was rejected by Tira-Tira again.
The defense of the net defense rather of Biñan finally solving, at least for this instance, the problem, which is Capiral, the offensive problem from the side of Negros.
Barredo has it. Caparal again. Ooh. Bumping bodies are the Biñan players. They want to try Caparal one more time. Biñan was ready. Free ball. They want to get it to her. Third time's the charm. Apparently not. They were not ready for the drop.
That was still Caparal. This time just a free ball. But of course, when you give a free ball, you still want to give the opponents a hard time.
It's an Andy show. It's an Adi Caparal show.
But the
And
thing
we're
is,
all just living in it. But unfortunately, still down.
and she has now moved to the back row.
That's going to limit some of her options, but she can also score there. Villa Flores. Not yet. Kaparal again. Ramdam mo na yung kaunting gigil
Yeah.
dun sa
and,
bitaw niya.
I think it was already established na siya na yung magiging main scorer for this set. Kung tatry man nilang humabol, karamihan ng bola ay mapupunta kay Kaparal. So there's definitely the pressure in this youngster.
More players coming in. Probably for the closing lineup dito ng Biñan.
Arquino, former player from Adamson.
22 to 16. Still a mountain to climb for Negros, but they'll climb it nevertheless. But an ace.